Mom, there are moments in life where words feel too small to hold the weight of what you feel. This is one of those moments. But I'll try because you deserve to hear this. I love you, and I couldn't have asked for more. Not in a mother, not in a family. Being your son is the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. You know, I think about the kid I used to be. You know, the one who thought he had the whole world figured out. But really, he was just angry. Angry at things he didn't understand, carrying wounds he didn't know how to name. I pushed you, I tested you, and I knew that there was times where I hurt you. But that wasn't because I didn't love you. It was because I didn't know how to deal with what I felt inside. But yet, through every tantrum, through every slammed door, every broken piece of me, you stayed patient and constant. Even now, as a grown man, I still wrestle with shadows that I can't always explain, and still, you're here. Mom, you've been the one steady thing in a world that felt like it shifted beneath me so many times, and you and Curtis, the two people who showed me what it looks like to love without conditions. He's been my quiet strength, but you have been my heart. You gave me more than a home, you gave me purpose. You gave me the belief that I could one day stand up and say, why not me? And more importantly, you gave me the compassion to look at someone else and say, why not you too? I watched you taking kids who needed someone. I saw you love them and care for them, and I seen you have to let them go. Sometimes, and most times, without ever knowing what happened to them after they left. And I know how that could have been my story too. But you didn't let it happen. You wanted me. You fought for me. You told them if I had ever went back into the system, you demanded to see me again. Mom, that breaks me every time I think about it. From the first time you held me, you knew I was yours. And for 41 years, you've never let me forget it. That's love. That's the kind of love that reshapes a life. I think about that boy at the bowling alley in the 2nd grade a lot of times these days. The one throwing a tantrum until Dad walks in. I smile because I know he didn't stay that way. That boy became a man who will ask now the world, why not me? And the only reason I can ask that is because of you. Mom, thank you for everything. For standing by me even when I didn't know I had to ask for it. For every time you showed up, whether I realized it or not. For never letting me forget that I belong to someone. I love you and I miss you and I carry that love with me every single day. Merry Christmas, Mom. Merry Christmas, Curtis. I love you both, and you are the strength and the wind beneath my wings. Now I'll be right back. Gotta run downstairs. And now, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Curtis. Not just as a formality, but from the deepest part of me. See, you stepped into our lives and took on the kind of responsibility that most people would have walked away from without a hesitation. 6 teenagers? That alone is something few would have signed up for. And yet, you did it with patience. You did it with strength and a whole lot of love. But what means the most is how much you love my mom. I've seen how much you care for her, how you appreciate her in ways she's always deserved. And in doing that, you've shown all of us what it means to really show up for someone. Not just in words, but in action, every single day. See, I know I don't say it enough, but I see it. I see how much you've given to this family, how much of yourself you pour into us. You've been a rock, not just for me, but for all of us. And I'll never take that for granted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the kind of man who stands up by his family and does it with pride. And most of all, thank you for loving us the way you do. Merry Christmas to you, Curtis. You've so more than earned it.